My name's Keith Wilcox. I'm 62 and a half. You want the half bit? It's quite important because that's when you get your bus pass. I first met LinkAge through an open day event in Redcliffe where people were given the opportunity to have tasters, if you like, and I had a taster session, a mini taste session with a Tai Chi instructor, and I thought, yeah, perhaps I should have a go at that. This can help you to learn to not only relax, but you feel better at the end of a session because you feel you've accepted. It would be the same with jogging or gardening. I think it might hurt a bit, but it's good for you. You know, at the end of a session, there is a feeling of relaxation that didn't exist before the session. You know, so by doing Tai Chi, it's helpful, and it's a way of. It can be used as a way of overcoming anxiety and stress, and those two things can be predominant in cancer. Well, as a person who was diagnosed with terminal cancer 10 months ago and been on chemotherapy for 6 months, it's a useful tool. It could be a bus stop, you know, and the bus hasn't turned up on time, and even a non-cancer sufferer could start feeling anxious, uptight, stressed, you know. And subconsciously I found myself doing some Tai Chi movements, if you like, but not so deliberate as the people would be looking at me thinking, what's he up to? It was a more mini ones, like involving moving my feet up and down a bit, my hands, and breathing slower in and out. So using a Tai Chi technique that I'd remembered from the class in the queue, I found slowed me down, if you like. Another thing I think with LinkAge activity, such as that, it's you kind of something to, it's a target, and it's something to aim for in a week, or to look forward to, if you like. And it's, I think, especially living alone with cancer, in my case anyway, it's necessary to get out of the flat.
I'm Delroy Douglas.
Madge Douglas. Being the chair, I come here for many reasons. I socialise and meet people. It's a sort of meeting place, really. And I take part in most of the activities that goes on here. I think sometimes I don't mind going in the kitchen and helping out either. Of course, the exercises, which I find very helpful because they are sort of keeping healthy exercises. And of course the social activities, many of them do help the brain to work. He's been stopped from driving because of his illness and the many medication he's on.
Staying the house 7 days a week will make you bored. So a couple of days out like this seems helpful.
Oh, that it's wonderful. It lifts the spirit. I don't know how we wouldn't have managed without them.
My name's Ann Hodge. I'm 70 years of age, and I do a lot of walking with LinkAge, with the Hengrove walkers. They call themselves movers and shakers now, which is quite nice, I suppose. But we do short walks and then have a cup of tea after, and it's a social event and it brings you out of yourself in 2011 I began to have trouble walking, and I thought, I don't know, perhaps I've got arthritis in my hip. And you get the x-ray and said, the doctor actually came to my house and said, sorry, it isn't, the cancer's in your bones now. I thought, oh dear, will I be able to walk again? When you're first diagnosed, it is a shock, and that was 12 years ago, and I wouldn't say I went to pieces, but I was really knocked sideways by it. They just said, take painkillers. And I thought, oh, well there must be something better. As I was diagnosed, I also joined walking group, and I thought, I haven't walked for years except walking to and from work. And as my retirement was coming up as well, within 18 months, I thought I could start walking again. It's done everything. It's made me more healthy than I might have been. Got friends, literally some of them live around the corner, and I didn't even know they were there. You meet people all over the Bedminster area for me, whatever area in Bristol you are, and you meet people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. Yeah, I think it's done a lot for me, and cancer just recedes into the background. It has, you know, I've still got it, I'm sure, bits and bobs of it, but it's not important anymore. But people do say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, because the district nurse was coming to help me with a drain that I had in my arm. She said, oh, I don't think you should be doing that. But in the end, you've got to make up your own mind what's best for you, not for someone else. You know, some people like to follow the rules, do everything they're told, and they feel comfortable with that. Well, I never have. I never have, you know, I think, I don't know about that, but I've enjoyed walking. And all this time I've got cancer, and people are always asking about it, but I think you almost like feed the cancer if you keep dwelling on it. In fact, it's a funny thing to say, despite all this, these have been the happiest years of my life.